Welcome, everyone, to the Colorfully Conscious podcast. I'm your host, leylahmurad. Super excited you're here. Thank you for being here. This episode, specifically today, we're talking about Virgos, all things Virgo season. It is currently Virgo season from the end of August to the middle/end of September. It's our season. And for those of you who do not know, I personally am a Virgo, so y'all already know I had to come on and do an episode dedicated to us because, you already know. You will also resonate with this if you are a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or even Mercury as well. And if you don't even know what any of that means, that's okay too. This episode will talk about astrology and I will use astrological terms. And if you don't know what that means, that's also okay. I will put it in a very digestible, understandable way so that even if you don't know a lot about astrology or you're still learning or you're like, what is a moon or rising or Mercury, whatever, that's okay. You're going to still resonate and still pick up on some of the things I say. So, thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for being here. Another important note I want to say before we get started is you can now leave me a rating on Apple and Spotify podcasts. If you, I can't tell you exactly where it's located, but if you look for it and you see the little stars, please go ahead and just click on that 5-star. Just go ahead and give me that 5-star review. I may be biased, but if you do, I would highly appreciate that. Or tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel, honestly. Um, Thank you in advance for everyone who does give me a positive, and thank you in advance for everyone who does give me a positive rating. And it helps my podcast grow and helps me reach more people, and it helps. It helps. So thank you in advance. All right. Let's get into Virgo season. Who are we? What are we? What do we like? What do we dislike? Get to know the tea on us. Get to know the tea on your bestie, your lover, your friend, whoever it is, or if it's you. Let's get into it. Happy Virgo season to all my Virgos and those who are not. I hope you have been enjoying this time and taking it all in and relishing in the abundance and happiness and joy, and you are being celebrated and loved and cherished throughout this season and the rest of the year. Cheers to us for holding it down always and forever. Okay, just wanted to give a shout out to my fellow Virgos because we're amazing. Would just also like to add before I get any deeper in this is spoken from leylahmurad's knowledge, from my personal perspective of being a Virgo myself, of being a September Virgo also. I'll add that in there. So anything I say, anything I teach you today, anything you learn today is from my perspective. If you go and you take this knowledge and you accredit me to where you learned this, thank you very much. And it doesn't resonate for other people, we have other signs besides just being a Virgo. Like I mentioned, also, you could be a Virgo Venus, but you could have different. I'm not going to even get too much into that. Whatever. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you. This is just from what I know. So, we're going to start with the basics and then we'll get more into the tea. Virgo is ruled by the planet of Mercury. Mercury is everything communication. It is also currently Mercury retrograde. So, makes sense, right? Makes sense. For those of you who don't know, Mercury retrograde deals with its retrograde is when a planet moves backwards. So, anything Mercury is based on communication. So anything transportation wise, anything plans wise, anything you're filling out your planner and you realize you double booked yourself, you are texting the wrong friend and you accidentally texted the wrong group chat, or your plans get canceled, or you answered the wrong phone call at the wrong time and you thought it was this person, or whatever. That's basically Mercury retrograde in a nutshell. And it happening during Virgo season just makes sense because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Got it? Even if you don't, cool. Stay with me here. So, Virgo also, so every sign is ruled by a planet, okay? So each sign also, a different part of the physical body is ruled by a sign as well. So Virgo rules the abdominal area. So it is, so like a lot of Virgos have tummy issues, especially if you're a Virgo moon, you probably have tummy issues. I'm a Virgo sun and moon, so like, you know. um So like we're known for like maybe even, oh my gosh, what's the name of that syndrome? IBS. Thank you. Virgos should honestly not drink coffee. So, like, we're more susceptible to anxiety. We're more susceptible to tummy aches. We're more susceptible to the food we eat needs to be healthy and clean. The sign of Virgo, so, like, you know how Cancer is a crab or Pisces is the two fishes. Virgo is and there's some debate about this. Some people view this differently, but Virgo is the only human sign. So when you look up Virgo, it's like a girl, usually with a braid or not with a braid, but usually with a braid, and it's known as like the maiden. So Virgos are very motherly energy. Virgos, if take a shot, take a shot for every time I say Virgo. Sorry, okay, anyway. Virgos are corny. Virgos are corny. I'm so corny. I'm a very corny person and very cringeworthy, but like that's what makes us us. You know what I mean? Like the stupid silly jokes. That's us. Like that makes us. And not a lot of people get it, but we make ourselves laugh the most, so we love that for us. So going back to yeah, tummy issues very prone. Like those are like the basic gave you the sign, gave you the planet, gave you what it represents. Usually very motherly like. It is not uncommon for a Virgo to be either an only child or the I just lost words. It is not uncommon for a Virgo to be a only child or the last born. So I don't know why I said it like that, the last born. Anyway, so yes, that is true. Not in all cases, obviously, not in every case. Just like Capricorns are usually the middle child and Pisces are usually the oldest child. It's just trends. Astrology is a tool. It is a tool. There's trends and there's transits, and it can just help you understand things better. Again, doesn't it's not the case all the time. Cool. So back to Virgos. We like to read, we like to know things. Virgo are known for being very logical, very critical, very we get called messy a lot. And it's like that is a very it's also Mercury retrograde, so the words are very hard to speak. Like I'm blanking on a lot of things right now, so bear with me. Um But we get called messy in a lot, and that is just so funny because we also are called clean freaks. However, when people say that we're messy, they don't usually mean like physically our rooms are messy. They mean like how we interact is messy, and that's I prefer to view it as Messi the soccer player. Like I can I can do you dirty, but no, that's petty. Virgos are petty. Oh my gosh, Virgos are petty. Like sincerely, like pray for us. Like God's still working on us. We need to take a class on how to not be petty because that is like our second natures. Like some people are very sarcastic. We're also very sarcastic, but like what's more human, what's more nature to us is pettiness, and it comes so easily and it's so hard for us not to do it, and we need to work on that. They're funny, they're nice, they're cute, they're charming. We have a very high sex appeal usually. Usually people also make fun of our face, but this is mostly for Virgo risings, I would say. But like not make fun of our face, but like they say like we have like baby alien faces and like our faces look like an alien, and I'm gonna try not to stare at my screen right now and rethink my whole life about how I look like an alien, but whatever. What else? What else? What else? Virgos, whether you like it or not, when you know it, you know it. We are the friend that is there for you no matter what, at your highs and at your lows. And you mostly hit us up when you're at your lows and you need someone to pick you up and you need someone to talk to and you need someone to give you advice. Virgos are known for giving unsolicited advice, but we are also known for giving really good advice. Whether people take it or not, we need to learn to let it go. And if people want to listen, they'll listen. And if people don't, we need to not take that personally. We did the best we can. It's also on us if we keep giving advice to people who don't take it. and who use us as if like we're a therapist for free, and they don't reciprocate that energy. And that's not our we can't complain about it not being reciprocated when we continually to give ourselves undevotedly to serving them and to serving others. We can't complain about how, oh my gosh, they only come to us when they need something. Okay, well, you always answer, you always pick up the phone, you always text back whenever they do need something. That's on us. We It takes a while, and some of us maybe even a whole lifetime, to learn how to put ourselves first. We are always like serving from an empty cup because we love to give, we love to serve. We are a serving sign. Like, at the end of the day, I want to make my people happy, and I want them to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. That is very much Virgo, because we are very self sufficient. And I should have said that from the beginning. Virgo is a very self sufficient sign. We do not like have a very, very hard time asking for help. And that is a stereotype, but actually, I wouldn't even consider that a stereotype, because I've never ever met a Virgo that doesn't like asking, that likes asking for help, or that hasn't learned or like been through a lot to know that it's okay to ask for help. I still struggle with asking for help, whether that's like I'm carrying 20 things and a stranger is like, can I open the door for you? Or I'm like, hey, emotionally, I need help right now. Whatever it is, whatever scenario, Virgos don't like asking for help. And we need to be better about that. And we need to acknowledge that and work on that as well. Yeah, that was a lot. That was good. I'm like hyping myself up. Virgos are also very self-critical of each other, of our own selves. So we're definitely the saying that you're your own worst critic. 1,000%. No matter, I don't care. Virgos will have haters. Every person will have haters, but Virgos specifically have a lot of haters, genuinely, just like Leos as well. Virgos, Leos, Aries, a lot of mostly those signs, I have a lot of haters, because we inspire, we do a lot of good things, and maybe we do a lot of bad things too, and they hate us. They hate us, and that's just the way of life. Everyone probably has a hater, and haters, I go back and forth with the saying haters are your motivators, because you should be able to motivate yourself. But anyway, what I was saying was, yes, we have haters, but our number one hater can be ourselves. 100%. We have the ability to build ourselves up, and we also have the ability to break ourselves down. At the end of the day, it's really you versus you. It's us versus us. It's our minds versus our minds. And it's, can we can we tap into our feelings more? Can we just feel instead of being confused why we feel the way we feel? And can we just live? Can we just exist without overthinking it? Virgos are highly, highly overthinkers. I almost compare it to an overthinker like a Aquarius. Aquarius is also a heavy overthinker. Um, but they overthink in a different way. We overthink in terms of like ourselves. Like, did we just mess up? Like, I'm overthinking this episode. I recorded it like 20 different times, but I like started and then I ended and I was like, no, I don't like it. No, this isn't good enough. No, I'll just start over. Like, we overthink a lot, and we are so hard on ourselves, and it actually may be hard to believe from the outside world, because from the outside we like to portray this picture that everything is fine, and that we love ourselves, and that we're perfect, and Virgos struggle with perfectionism, and that is a stereotype, and that also is one that, like, I would say is true. We want things to be perfect when our whole lives is really about understanding that perfectionism is not real. No one's perfect, and we know that. We It's the thing is that we know this, and yet we still try to strive for it, and yet we still don't celebrate our small wins, and yet we still don't cherish ourselves and take care of ourselves and praise ourselves when it's needed, and be like, hey, you did a great job on this. No, maybe it wasn't your best work, but actually it is, because that's the best you could do. And at the end of the day, the best version of yourself is you being the best you could be on that day. And some days that looks like laying in bed all day and recharging yourself and taking care of yourself and not doing a single thing. And some days that looks like really being productive. And Virgo is a very, very, very productive sign. Think Virgos of 5-year plans. Think Virgos of getting back to school and organizing your whole calendar and buying a planner and putting your assignments in for the rest of the year. that is Virgo season. That is Virgo's lives. We plan ahead. We think ahead. We try to do things so that we know what's to come. And we want to know what's going to happen. We want to know what we got to do. We like to work. Virgos can have a tendency to become workaholics because we don't know when to stop working, because for us the work is never done. And even we need to be more compassionate with ourselves when we take a day off and we have those rest days and we don't do anything, or we don't do as much as our to-do list says that we should do. Virgos are notes. We take notes in our app. Wait. The notes app equals Virgo. Okay, that's all you need to know. I have so many notes in my phone. It's not even funny, and I should actually probably go through and delete those, a lot of them. But they ground me. Virgos know what to do to ground themselves for the most part. And people come to us because we are very grounding energy. It seems like we have our shit together, right? We got it all planned out, right? We know exactly what's going to happen. But what if I told you we actually have no idea what's going on? And we just put it in a planner and we put it in our notes app and we text ourselves it, and that's it. We put it in our calendar. We're like, yeah, this is what's happening. But we actually have no idea what's happening. And our life may seem perfect to you on the outside, but trust us that nobody's perfect. Moment of silence for our Virgos, because I'm about to start crying, but I don't want to start crying. Because y'all, we're so hard on ourselves for no reason. And what actually is amazing is because so many people see our light, and so many people try to be like us. So many people want to like live a life like we have it, because it looks like we got it all and it looks like we have it down and figured out. And like I said, it looks like we know exactly what we're doing. And we just need to work on loving ourselves more, and you know, going with the flow. And so the opposite sign of Virgo is Pisces, and I feel like Pisces don't overthink in the same way that Virgos overthink, and they are very much go with the flow, and they feel their emotions, and we very much run from our emotions and try not to deal with them because we can't understand them, because Virgo wants to understand everything. We're all about the details. So like if I feel a certain way, I have to logically make it make sense in my head for me to feel okay to feel this way. So I'm like, I feel sad. Why do I feel sad? You don't deserve, like, you don't need to be sad. You can be happy. Did it make sense for this person? Does it make sense for you to be sad right now? And that's not how feelings work. And we need to work on that. Like, you have to feel your feelings. You have to feel them as uncomfortable and painful and confusing and non-logical that feelings are. That is something that we have to do, is to feel them. And because that is how you grow, and that is how you get to know yourself. And what if I told you feeling your feelings will help you even make sense of your feelings, even though sometimes feelings don't make sense? And I don't even know if that sentence made any sense, but yeah. um I will say though that, like, check in on your Virgo friends, because I hope, at least from my perspective, I am the person in my family who checks in on you. I have a somewhat decent relationship with every single family member ish in my family, who I check in on, who I tell I love them to, who I say, how are you? Whether that, not all the time, but consistently enough to keep that relationship. We, like, as much as I'll talk about how we cut people off, but as much as we cut people off, we also like to maintain our relationships like for a long time, and we're good at that. We're good at maintaining relationships and being friends with people, whether that's family or not necessarily, actually not romantic partners, because our exes, like, once we're done with them, we're literally done with them and we never talk to them again. So, but like family members and friends and people we care about, we want to have a good relationship with them, and we like to keep in touch with them, and we want to make sure that they're doing okay. for absolutely no reason in return. Like sometimes people text you and it's because they want something from you, or it's because they actually have a question to ask you. They don't actually care how you are, but Virgos actually care how you are. And we actually care about you. And some people like are confused by that kind of love. And especially if you're a Virgo Venus, like you put people before yourself. And you yeah, you put people before yourselves. And some people don't know that kind of love, and we have a very strong, compassionate, giving, astounding kind of love, not in the same way that a Leo does, but in a different way that's more human centered and cared for and nourished. Like I may not tell you you look beautiful every day, but I will feed you and give you water and have you nap at my place and be the best version of myself that I can be so I can help provide and nourish and cherish you at the end of the day. I will clean up the kitchen. I will do this. I will do that. I may not say things, but I will show you different ways that show you that I love you. You will know and feel loved by me by the things that I do, not necessarily by the things that I say. Does that make sense? We do a lot for other people, and I think sometimes people are like, what I heard a lot this season in particular, like, damn, Virgos like to celebrate their birthday all month. Like, they think the world revolves around them. Like, damn, when is Virgo season gonna end? Why are they like this? Like, all they care about is themselves. Like, look at the way they're celebrating. Like, it's all about them. And it's like, what if I told you every single day of our lives, it's never about us? So when it's actually time, oh, I'm tearing up. When it's actually time for it to be our season, yeah, we're gonna care about us. Yeah, we're gonna put us first. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate us because really, what if I told you that's really the only time and place we know how? What if I told you I don't celebrate myself some days unless it is Virgo season? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I take myself out on dates as much as I can, as much as I make myself. We're definitely the type of people who are like, if we don't feel like we deserved something, we're not going to give it to us. If I don't feel like I need to go out, if I don't feel like I deserved, I'm trying to think of an example. If I feel like I don't deserve this love, if I feel like I don't deserve this grade, this promotion, this whatever, I'm going to beat myself up about it. And I have to feel worthy of whatever it is I'm receiving. And some people are like, yeah, duh, you're the MVP. Like, duh, you're the captain. Like, I'm not either of those, but like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, duh, you're the CEO of your company. Duh. But it's like, what if I still don't feel like I deserve that position? I feel like someone just knocked on my door. Hold on. Okay, maybe not. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. uh, Virgos, I have so much to say about us, and I want you to know that you're loved and you're supported, and we need to be our own support system and take care of ourselves. Fill our cup first. Take care of us first, and then we can serve others. Love ourselves so we can give that love to others. Give the love to yourself that you give to other people. Virgos are kind and caring, and if you view us in a different way, it's probably because you did us dirty. We're not revengeful in the way that Scorpios are, but you will like when a Virgo leaves your life, you feel it. You know it. You physically feel, emotionally feel the difference when you don't no longer have access to us. We are powerful. We are game changers. We make a difference in your life whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And maybe you won't even realize until we're out of it, right? You don't know what you have until it's gone. That's a lot of the things with Virgo. So if you hear people talking shit about us, or if you don't like us for any reason, it's because I made you feel some type of way and not on purpose. Or it's because you made me feel you disrespected us. We don't stand for disrespect at all. At any sign of disrespect, I will cut you off. I don't care who you are, when it is, how long we've been friends. The moment you disrespect me is when you're gone. I value respect more than really anything. Like, truly. Like, if you respect me, we'll be okay. What does respect mean? It means different things to different people, but like, if I know you're talking shit behind my back, why would I still be friends with you? If I know you did me dirty, if I know you went to go hook up with my ex, why would I be friends with you? If I know you did something and you're hiding it from me, why would I be friends with you? We're not the person to get in a fight with, or not the person to be messed with. And we do have a reputation of cutting people off easily, like almost too easily. I don't know where or when or how we learned this trait of us, but like, literally, like, the minute you do something we don't like, we're done. And the thing is, like, you'll never, let me give you an example. Let me tell you. Let me be real. Let me take a drink because this is the tea. Oh my god, I'm about to go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Damn. Should I not say it? Okay. Sorry. Thank you again. Why? Look at me. Look. This is also a good example of being a Virgo. I'm apologizing for coughing when that is something that is humanly I cannot control, or like, it's okay. Like, it's okay for me to cough, but I don't view it as that something like a professional podcaster does. So I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe I'm coughing on my podcast episode right now because that's not okay. And I'm like, Layla, you literally own this show. Like, you can cough. I guarantee you it'll be okay. Okay. Back to the tea. So listen, I have had the same phone number since sixth grade. Since sixth grade. I don't have a lot of people blocked. I do have some people blocked, but I don't have a lot of people blocked. And if you listen to the last episode about who I am, you would have listened and heard that I am not friends with like anyone from my high school anymore, or even my own college, like except for like one or two people from my high school and college included. My old college, but not where I am now. I love the people where I'm at now. Okay, anyway, so I've had the same number since sixth grade. I only talked to one or two people from currently, had many people, knew many people, da 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 da. No one, not a single, after I cut you off, you don't follow up. After I cut you off, you don't check in. After I cut you off, or after we no longer talk, or after like that friendship is severed, however way you want to put it, you don't even have the nerve or the audacity to text me again because you know it's over. Like, you know it's over. Whether you're ex, whether you're ex friend, whether you're like this or this or that. Like, I have people ask me all the time, or like my mom. My mom is like, you never heard from her again? And I was like, no, no, I never heard from her again after we like fell apart, or after we like stopped talking, or like some people are like confused because they're like, oh, like they would check in on you again, like they would hit you up again, like they would come back, right? Like, it was just a fight, right? No, 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 no. That was it. That was it. Like, after you have lost our respect, after you have lost us, there is truly no coming back. And maybe that's a little toxic. I don't know. But like, sometimes am I hurt that some of the people that stopped being friends with me, or that I stopped being friends with, never talk to me again? I used to be hurt, yeah. Or sometimes I'm still like, I wonder how they're doing. Or like, do you think about ever texting me when your Snapchat memories come up? And I'm still in them. Why am I still in your Snapchat memories? Why do you still have those photos of us saved? Why haven't you deleted them? And you haven't said a single word to me in years. That was for someone out there, and oof, yikes. Yep, check yourself. I'm just saying, like, that's an example of Virgos, and how when we cut you off, when we're done with you, we're done with you. Like you don't even want to text us 20 years, 10, 5, 2 months later. You know it's done. And I truly believe, like, if you have beef with us, it's because you did something and you know you did it wrong, or you don't understand. And maybe you'll never understand why you did, like, what you did wrong. And that's not for us to explain because we already told you. All right, cool. Anyhow, that was kind of like the negative, deeper side of us. I talked a lot about the positives, I think. Very motherly, very nature. We'll love you. We'll care for you. If you're on our side, you're on our side forever. But once you cross that, that's it. That's it. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think I'm nearing the end of the episode, but yeah. If a Virgo loves you, if you're friends with a Virgo, tell them you love them. Tell them thank you. Tell them you're grateful they exist, because whether it's a post that they post, whether it's because they text you on the day you needed to be texted the most, even just a simple hey, even just a hello, I'm thinking about you. Virgos care about mental health because we know, at least a lot of Virgos I know are passionate about mental health because we understand what it's like to have poor mental health and mental hygiene and emotional hygiene. And so we don't want that upon our worst enemy. If you need help, ask for help. There's a reason. There's a reason that Suicide Prevention Month is during Virgo season. That's all I have to say. Um, I guess it's something else that's really basic. I don't even want to say it, but like Virgo, that no, that's too basic. I don't even care. Virgos don't like to be basic. Virgos like to be original. Virgos don't like when other people copy us. So like, oh my gosh, I used to be the type of person who when I went to a restaurant, I used to order, and if you know me, you know I used to do this, like literally, like it was bad. If we went to a restaurant, I had two things in mind that I ordered, or three things in mind, because if you ordered the same thing, I physically could not get it, no matter how bad I wanted it. Like I refused to get the same thing as you. Like we inherently wanted to stand out and be different, but that's not how you do it. And I learned that. And it's like, how you do that is like being true to you. Like, so if I want this chicken sandwich and you want the chicken sandwich, dope. We both get what we want. But I don't have to like make myself stand out in a way that like makes you feel weird or insecure or put you down in order for me to put myself up. Um, Whoa, if you're listening to this, thank you, first of all, if we got here. But like Virgo man, oh, actually, let me be nice. Let me be nice and not be petty, but like there is a difference between Virgo men and women, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Because I was getting ready to talk about how we can be mean and how we can be cruel and how we can be egotistical and think we're the best of the best. Really don't want to talk bad about Virgo men because you're also Virgos and you deserve to be loved. But like, ooh, I'm just kidding, kinda, sorta. If you're a Virgo man listening to this, hey, I hope you're well. And like, we all have our flaws. We all have our flaws. And I was once the person, like I said, who I thought no one else could order the same thing as me. Or there was one point, and maybe still at some points in my life, I think I'm better than other people. And even though I inherently know that's like not true, but whatever. Everyone can be egotistical at points, some more than others, but see, that's petty, and I didn't need to say that. Anyway, I think that's all the tea I have for us this year, 2022. Check in on your Virgo friends. I will say that again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for being interested and caring about me. Thank you for caring about us. Thank you for loving Virgos. I want to end this in gratitude because I am grateful. And again, if you're confused why Virgos love their season so much, no, it's because we need this. We look forward to this all year. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like this is what I live for on most days is this time of year. So take care. get ready for spooky season because it's gonna be real spooky in terms of like the United States of America, but like that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother time. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed and gained some knowledge and wisdom today. Thank you again for the 20th time for listening and sending you all my love and support.